RBT. Is that a person?
Well, it is officially time. Super Bowl 54 predictions. Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco 49ers. Who is going to win this year's Super Bowl? I am here to give you that answer. 100% correct Super Bowl predictions right here, right now, because I am football. That's me. I am the football man. I have all the answers. So if you're betting on the Super Bowl, or if you just want to know right now who's going to win, watch today's video. But anyway, so long story short, let me go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I did make a video on the Titans loss. I'm a Titans fan. They didn't win. I was sad. I was actually in London, England at the time. I watched the game at a casino there. Had this huge Titans watch party that I went to. And unfortunately, I couldn't quite get it done. I was going to make a video there and make the Super Bowl prediction video there, but I was too sad. I was way too sad. I tried recording my predictions walking through London. That video didn't work out. So we waited till today, but we're here. I've actually been able to think about it a little bit more over the past week, and I have my Super Bowl predictions. I already know who I think is going to win. And before we even get into that, like I said, what a run by the Titans. Yes, I'm so disappointed that the Titans aren't going to be playing in the Super Bowl. I'm going to actually be at the Super Bowl, and I was going to be there regardless. I know about a month ago I was going to be able to go before even, I knew the Titans were going to have any sort of Super Bowl run. So, yeah, it was a little disappointing, or actually extremely disappointing, knowing that they made a one game to the Super Bowl, and I'm going to be there to once-in-a-lifetime type opportunity. But hopefully next year. I mean, the team, what a run. The team completely different once Ryan Tannehill took over as starting quarterback. Derrick Henry got going this offense. There's a reason why you saw Derrick Henry's numbers go up throughout this season after Ryan Tannehill took over at the starting quarterback position, because teams respected him more as a passer. Everybody has his preconceived notion of Ryan Tannehill, that he's his awful quarterback coming from the Miami Dolphins. No matter how well he did this year, he still sucks because he's Ryan Tannehill. Well, you are a moron, and obviously are coming up with that opinion without even watching the Titans play this season. The guy was fantastic. There was times, obviously, he didn't play too well in the conference championship game, but the man completely turned this offense around. That's nothing against Marcus Mariota. I still love the man. What a valiant servant to this team Marcus Mariota was. Hopefully he signs elsewhere this offseason. Hope this guy goes on to have a fantastic career in a new setting. Hopefully he's a Pro Bowler, maybe even wins a Super Bowl in his career. I wish nothing but the best for him, but it's obvious that for this particular offense, for this organization, Ryan Tannehill was much better at that position than Marcus Mariota. So, I mean, if they can re-sign Tannehill, make sure they re-sign Derrick Henry. Get a pass rusher in the free agency or in the draft, maybe one more corner, and this team will be right back. Maybe not. I mean, the team's probably going to be better next year. I mean, you never know when a team's going to get hot and make a Super Bowl run like they did this year, but I think they'll be right back competitive next year. Will they make a run like they did this year, next year? I don't know, but I still think they're going to be competitive right there, maybe even win the division next year. But what a run, what an effort. I think Mike Vrabel's finally the man for the job. Ever since Jeff Fisher, we've not had a head coach that I really liked, and they've all turned out to be pretty much failures. And even though I will admittedly say I was wrong about Mike Vrabel. When they hired him, I was extremely skeptical, and he's completely changed my opinion. He just seems like the right guy for the job, and I love it as a Titans fan, because not all front offices can say this from the ownership down. It seems like the Titans organization is filled with people on the ups that love the team, are fired up about the team's future. They just want to see this team win a Super Bowl, and I think this team has a great future. We have a better 10 years ahead, I believe, than we had the last 10 years. So with that said, to get the elephant out of the room, like I said, yes, I was extremely disappointed. I was so sad. I'm not even gonna lie, my night was ruined that night in London when they did lose. I was so sad, especially after going out from 10-0 lead. But it happened. The Chiefs are so freaking good. Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs are obviously already good before that game, and they were good throughout the entire season. But as I mentioned in my playoff prediction video, my video where I predicted the Titans and Chiefs, the playoffs in the NFL and in any professional sports, a big part of that is who gets hot at the right moment. You take the Chiefs, as good as they already are, and they're now as hot as they've been the entire year. They're almost unstoppable, absolutely unstoppable. So congratulations to Chiefs fans. for winning that game. Congratulations to 49ers fans for winning the NFC. So this Super Bowl 54 is going to be an incredible matchup. And once again, great job for the Titans organizations from top to bottom. I think the team made a great run, had a fantastic season. We got to witness something this postseason that we haven't got to see in 10, 20 years. So once again, that was awesome. It was disappointed, but excited for the future. With that said, get that out of the way. Officially time for Super Bowl 54 predictions. NFC champion, AFC champion, Titans, 49ers. Who is going to win? Well, obviously, this is a matchup of the best offense in the league and the best defense in the league. The 49ers come out of absolute nowhere to have an incredible season, get the number 1 seed, absolutely obliterated the Packers. Now, I will say, I don't think I talked about this in my AFC Championship game prediction, but I full-on believe that the 49ers are going to blow out the Packers. If you're a Packers fan, it's probably going to make you mad. But I thought the Packers were much worse than what the record was from the regular season, 13-3. Oh, God, this is going to be so much freaking slack. But I fully believe that Titans could have beat the Packers. So I wouldn't put that much stock into the 49ers' huge win against the Packers. I already thought the 49ers were on that much of a different level than the Packers. But still, a great win against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. 49ers going on. And the best defense, easily the best defense in the entire league, that front seven, mental. Nick Bosa, Buckner, D Ford, that front seven is mental. That secondary, Richard Sherman, Jimmy Ward, lockdown. The 49ers defense is on another level than the Titans. So obviously, I don't think the Chiefs are going to have as much success as they did against the Titans defense or the Texans defense. But at this point in time, if you've watched Patrick Mahomes over the last few weeks, this man is unstoppable. I don't know if any accumulation of any NFL players to make an 11-man defense could stop Patrick Mahomes and this Chief offense at this point in time. I mean, they literally have playmakers everywhere. Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce in the backfield with Williams. I mean, even McCole Hardman, Demarcus Robinson, everywhere they have a weapon and somebody that can score if you give them the ball. And you add the fact that not only they have the weapons at receiver and running back, they have the best quarterback, arguably, in the league, especially throwing the football, in Patrick Mahomes. So no matter what defense this team goes up against, they are going to score and have a ton of success because that's what happens when you're the best offense in the league. No matter who you come up against, defensively, you're going to score them, and that's what the Chiefs do. Now, the one problem for the Chiefs in this matchup that I do see is the fact that the Chiefs, and I will say, what a game plan and what a job stopping Derrick Henry. I genuinely believe Derrick Henry was going to go for 200. They completely proved me wrong. Earlier on in the regular season when the Titans and Chiefs played, when the Titans beat them, Derrick Henry ran for 180, and that's when he was just starting his huge tear to finish off the season into the playoffs. Limited him to 69 yards, although they didn't run the ball at all in the second half. Couldn't really. They still stopped him. They had no big runs. They're not necessarily going into the game. They're, like 27th in the league in terms of run defense. So what a game plan by them. But still, the one problem is they still, as you see, you take the whole entire season, take the whole sample size, they're not that great against the run, although they, as you saw, they can come up with great game plans to stop guys like Derrick Henry. But on the flip side, you saw the 49ers. They have a triple-headed monster attack at the running back position. The Titans didn't have. Obviously, Derrick Henry is incredible, but they didn't have 3 guys that they could put out there with their blocking scheme, like the 49ers have, and as they put on display against the Packers. Raheem Mostert, what did he run for? 4 touchdowns, 250 yards, mental scenes. Tevin Coleman was even injured. I'm not even sure. Is Tevin Coleman going to play? Just looked it up. Looks like he probably will play, but he's not going to be 100%. But still, you have Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert, Matt Breida back there. Even Kyle Juszczyk gets some carries from time to time. That's a 3-headed monster. I think they're going to, I boldly believe that the Niners are going to have more success running the football against the Chiefs and the Titans did with Derrick Henry because their blocking scheme, their O-line is insane. The running backs, extremely talented. So obviously, I think they're going to have success running the football, unlike the Titans, which is completely shocking, but still, that's a testament to how good the 49ers are at running the football. Now, I don't think they're going to be able to have the running game carry them like they did against the Packers. I do believe Jimmy G, if they're going to win this game against the Chiefs, he's going to have to actually throw the football. Just like people were saying about Ryan Tannehill against the Chiefs. Everybody was discounting Ryan Tannehill because what he had done in the playoffs wasn't much, but that's because he didn't need to. Jimmy G hasn't put up numbers because He hasn't needed to. He went through the ball for like, what was it, like 70 yards? It was like under 100 easily. It was like 60 yards, and we completed like 7 passes. That's because the running game was that effective against the Packers. Now, once again, Jimmy G is going to have to do something in this game because I don't think he's going to be able to carry them like they did against the Packers. But can he? Yes, he can. And a key factor in this game, I believe, is going to be Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel, one of the best rookies from this last draft, might be the best pick in terms of value from this last NFL draft. He, I believe, is going to play a huge factor in this ballgame, whether or not the 49ers do win. Now, he's great through the air. He can run the football in sweeps. So if they can get Deebo Samuel going, I think the 49ers have a really good chance. Don't discount, obviously, George Kittle. Don't discount Emmanuel Sanders. They have talented receivers as well. And the big key for the 49ers, can Jimmy G make the plays if he needs to? And I think he can. Now, what a tight end matchup. Arguably the best 2 tight ends in the league, Travis Kelce and George Kittle. I think, it's just such a weird game because it's so hard to analyze and predict because at the same time, you like to say the 49ers have the best defense in the league, which undeniably and like unanimously, I think everybody can agree on the fact the 49ers do have the best defense in the league. But it's not like it's impossible to score on them because you see what the Saints did against them, a team that had multiple weapons on offense like the Chiefs do. They have Michael Thomas, you have Jared Cook, you have Ted Ginn, Alvin Kamara, a ton of targets on offense, and will they score 50 points against the 49ers? So it is, a good enough offense can score in the 49ers, and I don't think the 49ers are going to limit the Chiefs. I think both teams here are going to score. I think this is going to be a high-scoring Super Bowl. I think both teams put up over 25. I think both teams combine for about over 50 points easily. And I do think this is going to be one of the best Super Bowls we have watched in a long time. And it sets up for best defense versus best offense. Who's going to win? And in these kind of scenarios in the past, you always want to go with defense. Defense wins championships, but at the same time, most important position on the field is the quarterback position. And obviously, the edge here goes to Patrick Mahomes, arguably the best quarterback in the entire league, especially throwing the football. He's just too talented. Like I said, dude, as you saw, if a team has enough weapons, they can be effective against the 49ers. And the Chiefs have those weapons. Travis Kelce. They have freaking Tyreek Hill, McCole Harbin, Sammy Watkins. Saw Sammy Watkins go for more yards, I think, last game against the Titans than Tyreek Hill. So I think the combination of Patrick Mahomes and even Damian Williams had a much better game than I thought he was going to against the Titans last week. He's effective. So many weapons. You combine that with having the best quarterback in the league. I do think nobody's stopping Patrick Mahomes. He didn't get there last year. He's there this year, and he's going to put up some insane numbers, especially considering the defense that he's coming up against. I will not bet money against Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl 54, and I do think the Chiefs get a win. And I would go as far as saying this will be, I'm going to give them a 10-point win. I'm going to go Chiefs 38. I'm going to go 49ers 28. I've even seen some reports where a lot of the high-ups in the NFL, a lot of executives do think this is not even be a close game. I think they're thinking it's going to be like a 3-touchdown game. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do think it'll be a relatively comfortable win for the Chiefs, 38-28. Once again, not saying the 49ers aren't capable. Maybe they could shock the world. Maybe they could actually go out and stop Patrick Mahomes. But that's what I thought was going to happen last week, and you saw I'm a goddamn moron. So make sure you take whatever I say with a grain of freaking salt. But you guys wanted to see my Super Bowl predictions. There you have it. I think the Chiefs win. I mean, both teams are incredible. Jimmy G's going to have to throw the football, and I think he will do so with quite a bit of success, but still at the same time, I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes, like one of the best all-around players in the entirety of the NFL. I can't bet against them. So with that said, guys, why don't you let me know in the comment section below what your Super Bowl prediction is. Let me know in the comments your score prediction. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Make sure to turn on the notification bell if you haven't. With that said, I just got back from England yesterday. My body clock's all over the place. I'm going to go take me an extremely long nap.